The City Council meeting and public hearing to order. It's October 23rd City Council meeting. Note for the record that all members of council are present and accounted for except for Councilman Binder and Councilman Mitchell. As always, we begin with a Pledge of Allegiance. So if you're able, please stand and join us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And just a little housekeeping. I'll note for the record that on your printed agenda under new business, item A, the contract award for Garland DBS, staff has asked to defer that item until November 6th. So we will not be taking up that measure this evening. We'll see that on November 6th. And to begin the meeting this evening, we have a couple of appointments and a swearing in of a board member. So I believe Councilman Will has an appointment to make.
I do, Mr. Mayor. Teresa Rhodes, who served on the Design Review Board, has resigned her position. She took a vice chair position, I think, with the Republican Party or something like that, so she couldn't do both. And so we have appointing Jennifer Sprayberry, who is a local landscape architect, to the Design Review Board. Very excited about that. She has a heck of a background on projects all over the place, including here in Alpharetta, and she came extremely highly recommended by Director Kathy Cook. So that's who we're bringing on.
Thank you very much, sir. And we also have a swearing in, not a new appointee, but a new swearing in for an appointee. So if Ms. Cheryl Rand will meet me down front.
Do I have to talk to this? Hey, John. All right, you got one too?
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. So I'll just read off of this, and you repeat after me and fill in the blank as needed.
Okay.
Name and such. So this is the oath of office for the Recreation Commission of the City of Alpharetta, Georgia. I
Cheryl Rand,
hereby accept the honor of serving as a board member of the Recreation Commission of the City of Alpharetta, Georgia.
hereby accept the honor of serving as a board member of the Recreation Commission of the City of Alpharetta, Georgia.
I do solemnly swear or affirm that
I do solemnly swear or affirm that
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof.
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof.
I am qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia.
I am qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia,
And I shall support the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
and I shall support the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
Further, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I shall
Further, I do solemnly swear or affirm that I shall
faithfully perform the duties of a Recreation Commission member,
faithfully perform the duties of a Recreation Commission member,
regularly attend meetings,
regularly attend meetings,
uphold the ideals of community and service,
uphold the ideals of community and service,
act and conduct business in accordance with the city's code of ethics and conduct,
act and conduct business in accordance with the city's code of ethics and conduct,
and support the charter and laws of the City of Alpharetta,
and support the charter and laws of the City of Alpharetta.
so sworn this 23rd day of October, 2023.
So sworn, this 23rd day of October, 2023.
Congratulations.
Well, here we go.
Welcome back.
There we go. You get to sign, I get to sign.
You can go ahead.
The pen doesn't open. Good luck. Well, I don't know, but it's a
It is official. She is
there we
sworn in.
go. They're getting married. Round, whatever. All right, Cheryl. Give this to Lauren.
So next item up on our agenda is the consent agenda. Consent agenda consists of the following items: the city council meeting minutes from the meeting of September 25th, 2023, the city council work session minutes from the meeting of October 16th, 2023, and the alcoholic beverage license application PH-23-AB-23, off-leash Alpharetta LLC, DBA off-leash Alpharetta, 142 South Main Street, Alpharetta, Georgia, 30009. And also the Hotel at Avalon, estoppel certificate and agreement of ground lessor. Is there anyone who would like to remove anything from the consent agenda?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor, I request remove item B, City Council Work Session Minutes Meeting of 10/16/23, due to my absence that evening.
Anyone else need to remove anything? All right. Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards on the consent agenda?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward, now's your opportunity. Seeing none, we'll close public comment. Do I have a motion from council?
Motion to approve.
And that motion,
Motion to approve everything except item B.
okay. Is that acceptable? Okay, so motion to approve the consent agenda, removing item B from Councilman Hives, second by Councilman Will. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion to approve, please vote yes. Otherwise, vote accordingly. And it does pass unanimously. Now, do we have a motion to approve the second item?
Motion to approve the second item, which was the meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Will to approve item B, the city council work session minutes from the meeting of October 16, 2023. Councilman Will made the motion, Councilman Hype second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please vote yes. And that item does pass unanimously. Councilman Merkel abstained. So the next item up on our agenda will be the new business portion. And since we will not be taking up the initially listed first item up will be the purchase approval, Nova Coast Managed Services with Tanium licenses. Roger Montgomery, you have the floor.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight's agenda item is the agreement, contract, and purchase order of managed services through Nova Coast with Tanium licenses. This is a large comprehensive system designed to replace a number of smaller systems that we have in the city that have gaps between them and act very inefficiently for staff. We have been looking for a product to do this kind of comprehensive endpoint management and security tool for a long time. Tanium was identified many years ago, was not available to us at the time. However, working with a service provider and in the last 2 years, talking with them over time and getting comfortable with the service provider in Nova Coast, we're ready to move forward. We budgeted for this in the FY24 budget. Excuse me. And we are slightly under the budget number, so, gosh, excuse me, sorry. I don't have anything else. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Do we have any questions for Mr. Montgomery? Councilman Will.
Mr. Montgomery, how are you?
I'm well.
I appreciate you answering all my questions, by the way, earlier on this, but I do have one
Sure,
interesting
sure.
question. I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago, we met about some other systems that you were wanting to install that seem to be similar to this. Is this a replacement of those? Is it the same functionality kind of thing?
No, I think what you're talking about was the budget process. We met to discuss in executive session because some of the nature of some of these.
Yep.
That's what this is. We were budgeting for this product right here.
I recalled in those meetings, it was significantly more expensive than this, though.
No, we budgeted $100,000, I believe is the number.
This was it? Okay. All right. I appreciate the work you did. Looks like we're getting a better product and for a pretty good price. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilman. Yes, I agree.
Any other questions for staff on this item? Thank you, Mr. Montgomery.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward, now is your chance to do so. Seeing no one, we'll close public comment. Do I have a motion from council?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the agreement with Nova Coast, Inc. under the U.S. General Services Administration Contract GS 35F246BA as a reseller to provide Tanium subscriptions with a managed service, asset management and vulnerability mitigation software in the amount of $96,400 and with authorization for the mayor to execute all necessary documents.
We have a motion by Councilman Will and a second by Mayor Pro Tem Merkel, and that's to approve the Nova Coast Managed Services with Tanium licenses. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion to approve, please vote yes. Otherwise, vote accordingly. And it does pass unanimously. So the next item up will be the Recreation Parks and Cultural Services Instructor and Service Provider License. Mr. Rogers, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, Council. We're requesting approval tonight to revise the current terms and approval process of instructors and service providers for the city's recreational programs. The newly drafted and legally sufficient instructor license will replace the current instructor agreement. Implementing the license in lieu of the agreement will drastically reduce the time it takes to get agreements approved. The process currently requires each contract to be vetted by the city's legal team, as well as signatures from the city administrator and the mayor on each and every instructor agreement. This is a cumbersome process due to the large number of classes offered. The new instructor license was developed jointly by the city's legal team, by the city's finance department, and the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Services Department. Fewer signatures will be required, but the process will still necessitate staff developing the license requirement for each instructor that retain all the original terms and conditions set forth in the currently utilized instructor agreement, allowing for multi-year licenses while still requiring annual background checks to be completed on each and every instructor. I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about this request.
Councilman Hypes.
Good afternoon, evening, Director Rogers. The background checks, when we have a multi-year contract, are we doing a background check each year or only once during the term of the contract?
Every year, there will be a background check done on
under
each instructor.
Under our current system, if it's a
Under our current system is that way as well.
Okay, so there's no loosening of the background
Oh,
checks?
absolutely not, absolutely not. So the paperwork, we can have a multi-year contract, say on an art instructor, but each year that background check will be done on each and every one of those instructors through our public safety department.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any other questions for Director Rogers? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We have no comment cards, Mr. Mayor.
However, if anyone would like to come forward, now is your chance to do so. Seeing no one, we will close public comment. Do I have a motion from council?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, ask the council approve as presented the Recreation Parks and Cultural Services instructor license as a replacement for the existing instructor agreement, authorizing staff to execute documents securing non-competitive recreation instructors and service providers and permitting multi-year terms for the instructors and service providers subject to the annual budget appropriations.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Hypes, a second by Councilman Dorito. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion to approve as outlined by Councilman Hypes, please vote yes, otherwise vote no. And it does pass unanimously. Ms. Shapiro, do we have any public comment cards?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
However, now is the opportunity to come forward and speak if you'd like to take that opportunity. Seeing no one, we'll close public comment. Do we have any reports this evening? Seeing no reports, I'm told we have no executive session necessary. Is that correct?
That is correct. You can expect one at the November 6th meeting, but just not tonight.
Okay. Well, that being said, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to adjourn.
Have a motion by Councilman Hypes, second by Councilman Will. That's to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, please vote yes. And it does pass unanimously. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.
Shelby, aren't you glad you double parked?